Julian, man. How are you today? Hope you're well, mate. Right then. Try to get this sort of roundabout right, then we can start looking for some photos. Right then. Let's get off. See what we can find. On the face of it, that looks quite nice for a start, doesn't it? That looks very nice. Oh, I better pause that. Better pause that. That's going to crash my machine. First things first. That. Don't really want it all. Actually, I just don't want it. No, I don't want it all in. I don't want it all in. I like that little corner there was nice. A little corner like that was nice. Take the cloud cover out. Cloud density down to take that right up, see what happens. I didn't think so. Ooh. I do like that little dark. I don't like that little dark there though. It's quite nice. I know. Let's do my little trick. Get out of the way, stupid grass. Let the complaining begin. You won't be getting so much complaining today. A few questions though, which I'll ask a bit later on, concerning something else. An opinion from you would be welcome. Has anybody else, or opinion from anyone else? What can we take here? I wonder. Let me have a look. Yeah, not sure. Not sure if it's enough. That's quite nice. I like that surrealness. In fact, you got blue. Like blue band in there. But I'll leave it for now. It is quite a good picture though. It is quite a good picture. Now I don't know if you managed to catch. I'm talking to you, Julian. Oh. I don't know if you managed to catch my new series I've started. Called Tommy's Tattles. Now it might be coincidental, but I'd like to know. But as soon as I uploaded that, about 5 minutes after I'd uploaded that, I lost a subscriber. Now I'm a little bit worried that I'm diversifying too much. But having said that, I want to diversify more, but I want to do it within the sphere of No Man's Sky. So in your opinion, do you think I should stick with that series to see how it goes, or do you think I should worry about that one subscriber unsubscribing and think maybe it's too many? Don't know if you've seen it, but it's a completely different thing. It's just something I wanted to do. They're only going to be short, between 10-15 minutes, and they're going to be about once or twice a week, probably in the end twice a week. Because once the update hits, I will be doing a series on the update, obviously. Oh man. It's weird. That is quite weird, isn't it? First of all, oh, your Dretrium. Oh. I'll leave that filter on for now because that's looking quite interesting. I do like clean lines and simplicity. And that is really nice. That simplicity I like. I do like that simplicity. Take this fogging down a minute. Start from scratch. It's not quite enough. Just try something. Yeah, I've not bothered with photo mode. Oh, well, I've tried a few in photo mode, but, you know, I'll get round to it eventually. Oh, that does give it a good backdrop. Does give it a good backdrop. Something in the near-ground, something in the foreground, and something in the background. Yes, these trees are always good, but the trouble is I'm taking loads of trees. Taking loads of pictures with loads of trees. And I wanted to get something else, and like rocks or something else. Ooh, that looks interesting. It's going to fill up with those stupid stalagmites and stalactites, though, isn't it? Ah, it's going to fill up. Oh, God's sake. Oh. Ruined. Make every picture look the same. Hiya, Arden. How are you, mate? Are you alright? I'm basically heading towards this big planet because it makes a good backdrop, and I'm looking for something in the foreground, something in the near ground. So we'll go over here. Let's have a look. Oh, you see, I mean, you know. Oh, could have done without that rock there. I mean, that is such a good backdrop. Must be something around here. Must be. Must be something good around here. If either of you have got a views on my Tommy's Tattles series, I would like to know. Don't judge. I've got a plan and a direction that I want to go with it. Woo. Not very flattering. Still not very flattering. Still not very flattering. Still not very flattering. Still not very flattering. Better. You wounded yourself when you went to put the vacuum cleaner away. How did you manage to wound yourself when you went to put the vacuum cleaner away? Best way to come up with ideas for the base building, Ardent, is to design it in creative mode. And then remember it for the other mode. Well, you can use anything. You don't have to worry about resources or anything. You can always take a screenshot of it and refer to that screenshot anytime you like. Take a screenshot from the front and the sides and the back of it. And then you can just refer to those screenshots when you go into normal mode or survival or vivid F, whatever mode you want to build it in. Just remember to take photographs from the front, the sides, and the back. You took your skin off. Ooh. Saw that. Done that before. Oh. You are strange looking. But wonderful. You are an interesting beastie. And if I could get you in that shot, away from that nasty rock, just wander around as a good chap. That's it, keep walking. Go on. Get behind that bush. Go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Try different times of day. Almost, not quite. I'll find some more beasties like you somewhere. But you can always post them on my Discord channel. Nobody seems to be going to my Discord channel. I don't really know how to use it properly. I don't really use it myself much. I did start posting my schedules up, but then I just forgot. I go to so many different forums that just doing things like Twitter and that sort of thing is, and doing 3 videos a day now. Well, not 3 days, 2 videos a day. 3 today. It's a bit much. You would do that now, wouldn't you? Right, I'm gonna have to wait for the weather to stop. I mean, can't people get to my Discord channel? Am I doing something wrong? Come on, weather, clear up. I want to see what this picture's like. Let me just set it up. Let me just set it up. No, it's not horrible. horrible thing over there. Well, if you see a anomaly, have you got any planets that you've not done all the animals on? Julian? How many do you need now? Did you not say you had 7? So you're going to need 3 more. So is that in a place where you can get 3? Is it in a place where you can get 3 planets? Old McReaper. Hello there, man. How are you? Yeah. Not so old. I want opinions on my new series. You enjoying the beautiful scenery in your own game or in my game? It looks rather nice, doesn't it? Just raining at the moment. Which, you see, I mean, I would take pictures in rain. I quite like the rain, but I don't know if you can see it at that resolution, but can you see how you can see the sprites, individual sprites? Don't know if you can see it on the 720p on YouTube as clearly as I can see it here in 1080p. When you upload a video from the PlayStation 4, can you upload it in 1080p? I mean upload it, I don't mean stream it. Yeah, I was watching Chavos. I was waiting to see if what time he was going to finish, but he normally I start screaming these a bit earlier. I was waiting to see if Chavo was going to finish or not. I didn't want to cut into his stream. Like I said, there's that many people. There's that many people now. It's impossible. It's impossible to do it. Still try though when I can. I don't like mentioning I'm streaming or giving a hint that I'm streaming on anybody else's channel. I think that's a bit. I think it's a bit rude, to be honest. It's sort of thinly veiled promotion, so I tend to avoid saying, "Oh, I'm streaming." That's why I say I've just got to go and sort something out instead. Yeah, but I know you can change the resolution, but can you actually upload 1080p footage from your PlayStation 4 to YouTube, or is it still limited to 720p? Remember, I'm talking about upload, not streaming. Because if you can, I can do those Tommy's Tattle, new Tommy's Tattle in 1080p. I'm trying to set a completely different tone with that. Alright, cheers Julian. Has anybody watched Tommy's Tattles yet? In the chat. It's only 9 minutes long. It's not much to endure. I just wondered if anybody had done that yet. It's a completely different. It's a completely different taste again. watched a bit. That doesn't sound very promising. It's only 9 minutes. Well, yeah, nearly 10 minutes long. Okay, Adam, thank you very much. Yeah, that's the output, Julian. That's not... I'll check when next time we upload one of those videos. How far from my ship am I getting? 10 minutes? My goodness. Okay, I better start walking back. I don't really know why I stayed here, because it's got those really ugly rocks that ruin, floating rocks that ruin every shot. That is... Oh, my good God. Oh, my good God, man. Seriously. Oh, that is such a good picture. With only one huge blemish. Flipping heck, and I can't get rid of you, you're too big. Ah! Hello games, do something about it, you morons. You complete morons. Ah, I can't even hide it. Flipping heck. Hurry up, update please, hurry up. Some picture as well, that would have been some picture. That's when I get annoyed. That's when I get annoyed, when I see a picture like that ruined. So frustrated. still see you. Oh my god. Welcome to Santa's Grotto. This way to Father Christmas. Freighters are great. That'll be my first purchase, I think, unless I see some extraordinary ship that I can afford. In permadeath, that is. Seven warp cells. What do you mean by? What do you mean? Relating to what? What do you mean by that, Julian? What are you relating that to? You made 7 warp cells, you found 7 warp cells, you got 7 warp cells as a reward for saving a freighter. What? What do you mean? You just made 7 warp cells? Warp cells are easy to make. You're a doddle. Right then, I think we need to go to a different solar system. Because that one was rhubarb. Alright, okay. You liked it? Okay, Arden. Thank you. What? I want it to be gentle. I want it to be emotional. And I want it to be a window into the life and personality of Tommy. A gentle soul. But a sad soul too. I like Tommy as a character. Aluminium copper. Is that going to be a... Is that going to be... let me have a look. Aluminium and copper. Could be abandoned. I mean barren. Who knows? Don't know. Boy, I'm hot again. I am boiling again. Come on, let's do this. Hello, I am Thuto. How are you, man? Okay, so I'm toying with the idea of scrapping this series. I'm waiting for the next update because I'm slowly but surely coming to grips with the idea that it's very rare for this game to throw up anything that looks remotely natural, and that most of the time it just looks like a junkyard to me. Just randomly, just things are evenly spread everywhere, and it's just not pleasing to the eye. So I'm not sure I'll carry on with this series, to be honest. I think I might stop it. I'm just not getting anything out of it. I'm getting one or two good places now and then, but that's not good enough for my liking. I should be able to find photographs everywhere on every planet. I'm fine, man. I'm fine. Where? I'm fine. Just there's not enough consistency. Not enough consistency to be able to pull a series off. I mean, I might find one or two planets But yesterday, for instance, when I did yesterday's stream, I literally went from solar system to solar system for an hour and a half. I started streaming an hour and a half later than I expected, just looking for a planet that was pleasing to the eye or had potential for photographs. When it rains, it ruins it. When you've got those big bolts on the screen, it ruins it. When you've got floating rocks, it ruins it. And then you've got to avoid, then the coloration combinations are just sometimes ridiculous, like very childish and unsubtle. Then you've got the foliage, which is strewn around like litter. So I'm continuously trying to find that one perfect planet that gives me an opportunity that isn't ruined by one of those things I've just listed. And it's too much. It's too much. I'm going to end up doing stream after stream and not taking a photograph. So I think I'm going to scrap this series for now. Come back to it when the graphics have improved. Or the lighting might help a lot. Yeah, I've got some nice pictures, Duto, definitely. But I shouldn't have to be going around taking trees out. I shouldn't have to be trying to destroy rocks. Do you see what I'm saying? The planets should look at least pretty wherever I land. I shouldn't have to go looking for it. And before this update, I landed on a few planets where I literally, no matter where I turned, saw a good picture. Since the update, particularly the Pathfinder, they're gone. They're gone. I don't know what they've done, but they've changed something that has made it so those pictures are gone. It was on the back of looking at all those old pictures that I decided to do this. So, as much as I want to carry this on, I am now getting sick and tired of going from solar system to solar system, looking for one planet that's reasonably good. If I manipulate the camera, take the trees out, get rid of a load of stuff off the ground to take a picture. So I don't really know. I don't know. Now I don't want to see an air-flight planet, Thuto. Anything but an air-flight planet. That's the point. I don't want to see an air-flight planet at all. And some of my best pictures before were not of planets that look like Earth. It's not that at all. It's about the way the planet looks, not about what it represents. It's not the planet itself that ruins it. It's a repetition. It's the repetition of the same things on the same planets. Spadonian planets, you know what they're going to look like before you land. You just know. You know you're going to get the same, more or less the same graphics. And not only do you know you're going to get the same graphics on every one of those planets, you also know that if you take off and land anywhere else on that planet, it's going to look exactly the same as where you landed previous. So basically what you've got is a game, a sandbox game of a very limited area. Wherever my eye can see, that's basically what you'll see on the rest of the planet. Where you'll look, everywhere I can see, that's what you'll get on all the planet. There is no point in me walking over there, because it will look the same as where I'm coming from here. No point in walking over there, because it'll look exactly the same as it is here. Do you see what I mean? That's what needs to change. There is no reason to explore a planet. Once you've landed somewhere on a planet, that's it. If you don't find something within, I don't know, 5 or 6 minute walk of your ship, there's no point in going anywhere else, because you'll find exactly the same there too. What they need to change. This is what they need to change. Look, see how they just place these objects. They've no business being there. They're just there because the algorithm has put them there and there and there. You know, this works. This is subtle enough to work. This works, you know, because that's how nature works. Certain trees grow around the bottom, certain flowers grow around, and grass grow around the base of a tree because it's shaded from the sun. And then as you go further out from the tree, there's certain other plants that grow because they grow near those plants that are near the tree. It's a natural thing. But when you get these sort of things, it's silly. And it breaks immersion. It reminds me immediately, this is an algorithm, it reminds me immediately that I'm looking at maths. See, that's interesting. See, that's interesting. But what's spoiling it? What's spoiling it? Eh? This is spoiling it. That stupid rock. That's that shape for no reason whatsoever other than they wanted. I mean, it's poor. It's poor, man. I've got to say it. I'm going to be honest. That's poor. That is poor. That is so poor. That's the best shape. That is what they came up with as an asset for the game. That's what they came up with for an asset for the game. That's poor. Extremely poor. So yes, this has, as usual, turned into me complaining about the way the game looks. So I think I will call that it for this series, because it doesn't stand up to scrutiny. It does not stand up to scrutiny. You see a picture, you think, wow, there's a good picture. Now look, there's a good picture. But I shouldn't have to go looking for them. Those pictures should be there. I used to do a lot of walking. I didn't struggle to get pictures there. And that was nature, which is far more random than this. This should be able to better nature. What is that? It's deuterium. Oh great. Oh great. How wonderful is that? See what we got here. No, the aspects need to be an algorithm. It's not that the need to add more assets, it's the need to remove those assets and make them procedurally generated. Remember what they said, everything in No Man's Sky is procedurally generated. That's one of the lies that I will concede, although it's funny and it's odd that lie has never been highlighted. The multiplayer lie, which isn't a lie because he never ever said it was going to be multiplayer, has been highlighted. Space Whales, which was only ever a joke, has been highlighted. But the one lie he did make, which is everything in No Man's Sky is procedurally generated, has never been highlighted. I find it fascinating, absolutely fascinating. The one thing that does need adjusting, one lie they did tell, was the algorithm. That everything was supposed to be procedurally generated. It is not. It's a lie. Just so strange the way people's minds work. Look, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to that. That is litter. That is not natural. That is litter. And these are assets. These are not procedurally generated. That's why you're limited. That's why you've only got a very few different types of trees. I don't think it is a lack of realism. It's not the realism. It's just the use of the assets. The lack of variety, the repetitive nature of everything. Caves are all the same. I mean, some people might be fooled by colour. I'm not. But caves are all the same. They're all the same. The best way to test a cave out is to put the fog filter on. Go in a cave on every single planet. Go to 100 planets, go in a cave. Put fog filter on, take a picture. Then come back and then show those 100 pictures to somebody and ask them what sort of planet it was. And all the pictures will look exactly the same, because every cave is created in exactly the same way. Bigger, wider, expansive. It's almost there though. I mean, it's almost there sometimes. Then it goes. It's almost there. That's why you'll find me concentrating on very close-up pictures, so I can isolate all the rubbish in the background out. Because it's really just not pretty. But that is the one lie. That is the one lie nobody seems to be talking about, and yet the other lies are all made up. They're all completely fabricated by forums and prats like the know. And idiots who can't understand or comprehend what somebody is actually saying. They interpret something like, well, it's a bit like Dark Souls when it comes to multiplayer, into, oh, you're going to be able to run around like Call of Duty and kill loads of people. He lied. He lied. Like, oh my God. No, you're stupid. He didn't lie. You're just stupid and you can't understand English. There's not many lies in this game. Just the fact that everything was procedural. Target videos are normal. Target videos are normal. I can show you hundreds of thousands of videos of target footage for games. Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Halo, you name it. I can get you a target footage piece of, and I will show you it side by side with the actual game. So why is it that when we had target footage of No Man's Sky, it was suddenly a, oh, that's terrible, they lied, they did exactly the same as everybody else in the industry, and yet we singled them out? I didn't take it as real. Not a nice man. How are you, mate? I didn't expect to see sandworms. I was talking on gaff for ages, telling people you're not going to see sandworms. Do you not understand how difficult that would be to pull off? I didn't for 1 minute think that footage, when they showed you the forest and the big tall neck creatures and the big herds of antelope and the triceratops stamping through the forest and knocking the trees down, I didn't for 1 minute think that was real. Ever. Not once. I knew it was just target footage. I just knew that was what they wanted. That was their dream game. That's where they were heading. What they wanted No Man's Sky to be eventually. Why does it sound familiar? Come on, Iceman, pin it down. Tell me I'm in need of sustenance here, because at the moment I'm getting depressed doing these photo mode things. I was just saying. Like everybody else, Julian, yeah. They're not lies, they're target footage. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows the target footage. Anybody with a brain, anybody who's ever followed the industry, like me, knows that it's target footage. Doesn't matter. Paul Joseph Watson? Really? I used to watch him a bit, but I don't know, I got fed up with. I try to avoid politics. It's an headache. It's an headache. Unless you keep up with it, it's like a quagmire. It sucks you in and you get lost. You don't know what to believe anymore. I certainly don't believe the mainstream media. I just know the lie because I've seen proof of it myself. I don't need anybody to tell me that. But then, you know, what can you say? I think the alternative media are going to fall into the same trap. You know, you get sites now that are completely pro this and pro that, and you think, well, if you're a balanced person, you would have objections to things even that you love in some regards. Oh, hang on. Why couldn't you be on the surface? Thank you, Em. And it should be a very nice cup of tea too. Guess what? Guess what, Em? I'm moaning about the game again. I was just saying earlier on in the stream I might make this the last one until the update. Because I am really struggling to find what I would consider a photogenic planet. And I never used to struggle before the update, so they've changed something without a doubt. Definitely have. There's too much now. It's too cluttered. I'm moaning because I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated that I can't fulfill what I wanted from this series. I don't mind landing on 1 or 2 planets to find what I need, but I spent an hour and a half yesterday, and I visited about 25-30 planets to try to find something that would give me a few pictures. And even when I find a planet that looks like I might be able to get something, I have to go looking for it. And not only do I have to go looking for it, But then I have to manipulate the picture by taking trees out or rocks out. And I used to take pictures all the time. I never had to do that. I found loads of pictures. And they've changed it. Changed the algorithm so much. They've gone for epic. And it's taken that sense of personality away. They've gone for these big, outrageous, crooked things. And it's taken that personality away. And I think the lighting probably has something to do with it as well. Somebody did mention on Gaff that they didn't like the way they changed the lighting, and I never really agreed with them. But I'm thinking I'm starting to understand what they mean. And it might just be a simple matter of adjusting the lighting. But can't you see how littered that looks? How clumsily that looks, like it's been put together. These just look like nature's tipped its straw out. Look, this is just... What part of nature formed these rocks? You know, why did nature form these rocks? What was it? What was the process that formed these rocks? And why is this process form these rocks and place these rocks all over the place? It just looks littered then, and I can't. That's why you'll find me doing this all the time now. You'll find me going up close, because there's perspective there. Look, see how that looks. Immediately you think, oh, there's a photo opportunity there. Oh, as soon as you get up close to something and get look, as soon as you get close to something, there's a photo opportunity. But then you go like this, and then you go like this. Litter. Just litter. And I want to do some landscape ones. Yeah, it's not 1.10. It was... I got all my best photographs when the foundation hit. As soon as Pathfinder hit, I found it more difficult. So it's making me, because I'm looking at it, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing when you're taking photographs. That's what you're doing. You are isolating what's good and what's bad. You are removing what's bad from the photograph in order to isolate what's good to take a good photograph. So if that in that process of me isolating, I'm scanning, I'm saying, no, that doesn't look bad, that looks bad, no, that looks littered, that looks bad, that looks out of place, that looks... I can't help it. That it's forcing me to be critical, because that's what I'm doing. That's the process of creativity. When somebody places a bit of paint on a piece of paper, when they put that second stroke down, they're thinking, does it look good in conjunction with that first stroke? And if it doesn't, they'll paint over it and put a new stroke down. That's the process. That's what creativity is. So I can't help it. And it's making me scrutinise planets. And I can see the algorithm. I can see the maths. These rocks. Look. Pointless. You could do without those rocks. You could take those trees out. Just put one tree there. And that would look half a decent scene. Maybe just put one of those there. Get rid of all these. Look how evenly spread they are. Look. The uniform. Uniformity. Why not go to another one instead of boarding this one? Well, I have. I have. And I will find a good planet. And I will be satisfied. But like I said, I'm getting a bit sick of doing that. I'm getting a bit bored with having to spend an hour and a half before I stream just finding something that's photogenic. When I should just be able to land on any planet and find something that's photogenic. I've got infinite angles to choose from. See what I'm saying? I mean, it does knock your socks off occasionally, but I can't be doing with spending an hour and a half looking for a decent planet. I'm sorry, Iceman. Do apologise. When I get in a critical mood, I get in a critical mood. I can't help it. I know it annoys few people, but I can't help it. Let's just see if you've got something different to offer, or whether you're just the same as every other cold planet. I found one cold planet. It was just no trees whatsoever. It was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. But that shouldn't be rarities. I should have variety across the board all the time. Ah, JJ. I'm not sad. I'm not sad. This is just me being honest. I'm not sad because I'll be playing Permadeath later on, and it's fantastic. Right. Now. Now, when they make when they create cold planets, I'm beginning to wonder whether they've only got two choices for trees. I seriously am. I'm thinking, have they only got two choices for trees? This tree and that tree. And sometimes a tree without branches on it, without leaves on it. Hey, look, you see that? Look at that. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see the snow caught on the branches? That is interesting. Just a pity that one's growing out of a stupid rock. But how many? Come on. Hello, Jared. Come on. How many people have seen this exact tree on every single cold planet? Yeah, the snow on the branches is great, Iceman. That's a really neat touch. But these trees, why are we getting the same trees on every planet, on every cold planet, the same trees? Why? There are literally thousands of configurations for trees. Literally thousands of configuration of trees. Just look up the word, just put the word tree into Google. Variety, tree varieties. And just look at them. Snow is, I mean, that, see, look, I can get a bit of an isolation there. That might look nice. But again, I shouldn't be having to do that. I shouldn't be having to do this. Nature's far more random, but nature does it far better. Good morning, John. I didn't see you there. I do apologise. Yeah, black and white does look nice, doesn't it? I'll have a look at it again in a minute. First of all, let me check the density up for that. I'll have to see if I can contrast that with the background a bit. Try a different time of day. Well, it's alright, but I've got loads of pictures like that. I deleted them all. Quite nice, though. Very Christmas cardish. Has anybody watched, seeing as more people in now, has anybody watched my Tommy's Tattle video? Thank you, Julian. Where am I? Oh, it's right there. Ah. Jared. Now, I've said this lots of times before. How would that work? If you could see a character, how would it work? Just think about the reality of this. Just think about the reality of it. How would it work? Just remember what we can do now. Remember where we can walk, how we can walk, what we can do. How would it work? If you had a third-person view, you can kiss goodbye to the movement we're allowed. You can kiss goodbye to going up mountains, more or less, that are vertical. Kiss goodbye to walking on sides of caves to get out of the way of crabs. Kiss goodbye to all that. Because if they have a third person perspective, they will have to make it real in first person too. There are things you can do in first person that you will never ever be able to do in third person. And they're not going to change the animations, and not going to change what you can do in No Man's Sky just to appease people who want to play it in third person. It's going to be across the board. No more walking on the side of mountains, no more walking up steep mountains. The animations would look absolutely stupid. Yeah, right, man. Yeah. Right, then let's look at this. Hello. Are you going to cheer me up with something like a new drive? Come on, give me a new drive. Let me go somewhere nice. Oh! Thank you. Let's see what this can bring me. I'll move that first. And I'll put that one there. And I'll put that one there. Right, let's go to a red. Was it red, or can I get to white stars now? I think I can. Right, now I might be able to see some different types of environments. Slightly different types of environments, let's put it that way. What are you before I leave? I'm going to have a look at you. I was asking you lot how long I've been streaming. I've just noticed that it says started streaming 1 hour ago. Is that? I only noticed that today. Right, guys. So I'm just going to take a quick break when I've landed on this planet to microwave my tea. I'm not going to talk you through that process, but pressing a button and waiting for it to go ping. Sorry about the moaning, guys. You just have to tolerate this from me. Things. I can't help it. No, generally speaking, of the tone. The tone. It's the tone that I'm after with that new series. There's a tone I'm after. Ethos. Some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Not cute. Naivety. No, that's not, still not the right word. There's something I'm after with that. I like Tommy as a character. I like Tommy as a character. He's gentle. He's frail. He's boring. But boring in an interesting way, I think. I like the way he talks. He makes me talk slightly different. It makes me think of new, different vocabulary. Right, let's land. Oh yeah, just gonna put my tea in a microwave, guys. Back in a minute. The reason I'm a little bit worried is because when I uploaded it, it's only 9 minutes, nearly 10 minutes long. When I uploaded it, about 10 minutes from me uploading it, I lost the subscription. And I thought, oh, is that related? Probably isn't. It's probably just a coincidence. But I thought, oh, I hope I'm not putting too much up. And I knew this series was not going. I knew I was been thinking about stopping this series for some time. Last 2 or 3, I've been thinking I'm struggling. Even trying to find planets before I start streaming. It was when I looked for an hour and a half yesterday that finally made me think. Back in a sec. Right then, I'm back. Let's see what we've got here then, shall we? Nice little cup of tea again. Let's give it the night and day test. Whoa, wrong one. Night time. Daytime. Nighttime's nice. Daytime's a little bit washed out. Thank you, Iceman. Do appreciate that. It's a good job you're a lot of an understanding bunch to listen to this moaning from me. But that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons. I'm genuinely getting more and more frustrated as I'm going along with this series. And I don't want that to come out. It's not dampening my ardour for this game at all, in any other respect. Still look forward to permadeath. Still look forward to Classic. Still look forward to the game. But I'm getting to the point where I can pretty much not bother landing on a planet and know, just by the coloration, that it's not going to be good. And look at the configuration from my spacecraft to know that it's not going to be good no matter what angle I take it from. See, I'm seeing it all the time now and I can't stop seeing it. I just can't stop seeing that litter. Yes, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, Iceman. But the reason I went for a separate mode is because of the obsessive nature of me taking a photograph.
I mean, I literally will spend a half an hour taking a photograph, and if there are people watching me play permadeath, I will spend longer than that. If you saw me take that picture the other day, where I literally went and deforested the whole thing, that was over 3/4 of an hour to take one photograph. And I'm still not that happy with it. I don't want to feel rushed. If I see a good picture, I don't want to feel rushed. But at the same time, I don't want to slow the pacing down so much in permadeath. It all feeds into it. It all feeds into it. The more I play, the more I can see. The more I see, the more I can talk. The more I talk, the more the chat talks. The more chat talks, the more I can interact with chat. And it escalates and builds. You watch any of my videos, you'll see that happening. You'll see it happening. I'll start off slow. I'll build up as opportunities come along. And then suddenly the chat will spark into life. And it gets a life of its own. It grows. The momentum grows organically. That's why I said the other day, and I meant it completely on my 100 sub special. Completely meant it. That I don't think I couldn't do it without the chat. I couldn't do it without chat. I need that spontaneity, that spark, that sudden comment by somebody that catches me off guard, makes me think differently, makes me suddenly try to find something I can do with that comment, a way of looking at that comment that makes it just funny or odd or quirky. I don't think I could do like 3 hours and then upload them. I know you can't on the PlayStation 4 anyway, but some people do, don't they? Some people make hour-long videos and upload them without feedback. I don't know how you could do it. I need feedback. And John, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. Add up all the videos I've done so far, just videos, and I was playing this game for a year non-stop. I've been to the centre of the galaxy and gone to the next galaxy. I have now done that 6 times. The furthest I've got is I went to the 6th galaxy and decided to stop because I got fed up with doing that. I deleted it and started again. I got to the 6th galaxy in one playthrough. I've played permadeath, I've played survival, classic mode 3 times from the start. I've played permadeath from the start 3 times. I've played classic, actually more than that. I've played from the start. I started again. Hello, Richard. Thank you very much. Say hello to Chavo. I've stopped moaning now, so you're alright. I've got somebody to chat to in the chat. I would say easily 800 hours, John. Easily, without a doubt, 800 hours. Easy. Easy peasy. Hello, Dennis. How are you, man? New people in the chat. I'm going to ask the same question again. Have you watched? Have you watched my new This is a little indulgent question, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know the way things are supposed to be done. Don't really care. I do them the way I do them. So I'm going to ask anyway. Have you watched my Tommy's Tattle video? It's only 10 minutes long. And if so, what do you think of the general tone and pacing of it? It's meant to be a gentle, sad soliloquy of a gentle, sad man who's a little boring, but he says things in such a quirky way that it makes it so that it is not really that boring. Yes, Lenny Bellett. Yes, I've noticed that. And if you follow the blue side, you'll find another knowledge stone. Did you know that? Yes, I love this song too. It's great, isn't it? Hello, Lenny Billett. Pardon me if I don't know whether you've already been to see me, you've already commented before, but having no way of tracking and having a pretty poor memory, particularly for names, I will make that mistake often. So just forgive me. That's all I'm asking. Forgive old Gribble. I mean, I'm calling myself old Gribble now. I hated Gribble. GribbleGrunger, right? That was me stitching my mate up and Karma paying me back. Because I took my PlayStation 3 round to his house. Because I never had the internet and I wanted to download Little Big Planet, all the DLC for Little Big Planet. So I made him an account. And I just made it, I called it GribbleGrunger because there was I don't know why, it just came at me. And he was saying, oh, I don't know about that. And I said, ah, it's alright. So it's a good name, it's a great name. And I convinced him it was a great name. So he kept GribbleGrunger, and I downloaded everything under GribbleGrunger. Then when I got home, bearing in mind I couldn't see him again, and I couldn't go round to his house to download it again, I ordered all this DLC on GribbleGrunger's account, and I couldn't use it. Because I knew that it wasn't going to tie to my account, which at the time was what was it? Algaroth. My original account was Algaroth, I believe. Before that, it was as Macna. So I was stuck with GribbleGrunger. And that was my own fault for being selfish. So there you go, there's a lesson for everyone. Don't be selfish. It'll get you in the end. Don't be a gribble. GribbleGrunger. My goodness, what a horrible name for a grown man. If you could rename yourself, what would you rename yourself? If by chance they managed to do something to allow you to change your name on PSN, what would you change your name to? You quite like GribbleGrunger? But I can't say I completely hate it now. I can't say I completely hate it now. It becomes like everything else. It becomes sort of a... It just becomes not invisible, but you know what I mean, like an invisible word. It's not... You don't consider it. It just becomes associated with you. It's not invisible is the wrong word, because it's obviously it's oral. It's a sound. Good day, Nimrod, and how are you, my friend? Nimrod, do you know how long you've been subscribed to my channel? 3 years. It might be even be 4 years. You've been subscribed to my channel for 4 years. Unbelievable. You're my longest subscriber. Let's try another planet. Yeah. No, it says years. That's what I'm saying, Nimrod. You're my... It says, I think it says either 3 or 4 years. One of the two. I know it's wrong. That'll be a barren planet. Let's try a condensing planet for change. Oh, is that new? A lot of people have said they like GribbleGrunger. I suppose I'll get used to it. I have, I suppose. I suppose. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for keeping the comments going. Seriously, my internet quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. I have that message again, so I will require a hey, nay or a yay from you lot to make sure that it's not really interrupted my gameplay. Aussie 1 fan. Are you sure? Are you sure you wouldn't regret that? Wicked. Hiya, Wicked Thorn. Hello, Wicked Thorn. Now, I am not sure I've seen you before. If I have, and I've said hello before, I apologise for not remembering you. If I haven't, hello, welcome to the channel. This is a different type of experience from me. We will get a combination of me taking photographs and me complaining constantly. If you like that sort of thing, this is a series for you. If not, you've got a choice of my period run, in which you will see a more happy, stupid side of my personality. that I've got a new series I've started called Tommy's Tattle, which is a different, gentle stream. Only had 10 minutes each. 10 minutes to 15 minutes each. Black screen of death, what do you mean? What? You off, Arden? What are you about? Oh, see you, Arden. Oz, what do you mean rest in peace? Oz. What do you mean rest in peace? Enlarge upon that rest in peace, please. You only have video, you only have audio. Okay, guys. I'll tell you what, I'm going to call it a day there. I think I'm going to delete this one. Anyway. Okay? Oh, no, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. It's been 2 hours. I'll see you again some other time. Sorry about that, guys. It's not point in starting again because it was going to be a 2-hour video anyway. Sorry about that, lads. Have a good one. You can't see, I'm doing my customary goodbye. Au revoir, spacemen. Done it. Done the little curl and the flick and the bow. So, all that's left for me to say is, have a good one. I won't, Richard. I won't delete it. See you, Chavo. You just... Hey, hello, Chavo. I didn't see you pop up there. Just in time to miss all the moaning. Ta-da, everyone. Do apologise. I will be streaming later. It's finished at 4, so I will, assuming you can still hear me, 4 o'clock, I will be streaming at 6:30, okay? 6:30. You too, Wicked. You take care too. And you, Nimrod. Cheers, Richard. Lenny Billet. Nice one. Iceman. All of them. Old McReaper. You're all great, guys. Thank you so much for making my channel what it is. Bye, lads. See you all.